You know, as we talk about the purpose of the Success and Money Foundation, well, our real goal is to be able to teach people and improve people's lives. Our purpose is to provide free STEM, because this is one of the things that many of you need to get involved in, especially around the world. You need to be able to have the ability to use the new technology that is already out there. You know, you follow Elon Musk. One of the things that Elon Musk is doing is, you know, he's putting all these satellites up in orbiting around the Earth. Well, one of the things he's doing too is coming out with what we call a PI phone, that's going to use that technology to be able to get the internet to anyone, anywhere. So that is pretty dang amazing. I want you to understand we have some brand new classes on STEM, which stands for, you know, for science, technology, engineering, and math, but it also stands for success and money and training. So it stands up for a lot of things. Of course, we also have the success and money classes that we have. And I want to take you really quickly to the site. There's two things that we've been really working diligently on. One is to make sure that we have the ability to get our classes in many, many different languages. And so if you go to the new section right over here where it says languages, and you click on it, you'll pull down and you can see you can pick a language. Now, some of the classes we have in the top 10 biggest languages that are out there, we have the ability to go into over 30 different languages, and you'll simply click on it to be able to see which languages we have available to you. And all you simply do is when you go to class, you click the little system button or the cog button, and you can pick whatever language that you want to be able to see the transcription in. So you get to see it in English, and you also be able to get to see it in a different language, which is pretty dang amazing. And again, as we get more and more people from around the world, we've had people from 80 countries come to the site. And as we do that, we're going to have more and more of these classes in more and more of these different languages. But I want to take just a second here and show you the new pieces that we've added to the courses. So as you go up to the course section and you pull that down, you'll notice that we have a new one that's the course catalog. One of the things is we've got so many classes. We got over 400 classes on here. People are kind of getting a little confused on what options that they have. So there's two new things that we've just added yesterday. And again, I want to thank my techno wizards with Ethan and Jake for making this stuff happen. You click on it right there and you can see that we have a PDF that you can go through, and it just lists all the different classes. So we have the STEM classes, we have the success classes, we have money classes, and there is 13 pages of all these different classes that you have access to. And our goal is to be able to teach all different levels and all different ages on all, you know. And so as you get into there, you'll notice that we have classes for kids, teens, young adults, and adults. Now, when we say it's for kids or teens, well, the reality is that it doesn't matter your age, it just matters how far you are into that kind of a particular subject. And you notice we have all these wonderful, wonderful classes to be able to help you have a better life. In addition to that, that's the PDF, and it's 13 pages long. We have these great, great classes on success and money. If you want to be successful, you study successful people, and then you do what they do. Warren Buffett and my dad is 4 days older than Warren Buffett. I had a kind of a Warren Buffett that I grew up with. Now, Warren Buffett added a whole bunch of zeros and a whole bunch of commas and did some amazing things. But the simplicity of the things that my dad taught me, and one of the things that he really wanted is that he wanted to be able to make sure that his kids, his grandkids, and his great-grandkids had a better life and learned these things that we're teaching in the foundation. 1984, my dad and mom had 12 grandchildren. Now, I'm one of 10 kids. And in 1984 was the year that I got married, but my mom and dad had 12 grandkids, and they decided to plant a money tree for each of their then 12 grandchildren. So they created investment accounts and sub-accounts for them. And then they put money into those accounts. They took care of those accounts. They watered those accounts. And those things started to grow, and they took care of them. Now, when the children get to be age 21, they can take them over, and they can use that money to continue on with college, to start a business, to buy real estate, to buy their own home. And a few years ago, my mother passed away. And when she did, my mom and dad had 70, that's 70 grand and great-grandchildren, all had this start. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're trying to create with you. So not only is it the education, but it is getting it up and pulling the trigger and making it happen. So one of the new things we've added with the courses, not only do we have the PDF that you can see all the classes, but we've added this so now that all the courses, the main header on those is sorted by the alphabet, and you can simply scroll down through here and you can click on any of these and it'll take you right to the new courses that are out there. And a couple of things that we're going to be adding right away is, as you know, we have the Earn While You Learn. So when you go to class, mission number one is to provide financial rewards. We've sent out over 27,000 small financial rewards to students when they attend class and when they share with others, teaching with others, passing along the wealth. What's the wealth? The wealth is the information. Wealth is the knowledge. Wealth is actually doing it. Taking your arm, putting around somebody and actually going and pulling the trigger and teaching them how to do it and have them do it. That's what the real wealth is. And so as you go through here, you can see that we have all these classes that are on here, and that's another way to be able to find them. So that's the new courses that we have, and you can see that there's a ton of those. Many of those courses we're putting in different languages, and of course we have the ability to go up to 30 languages. We are including and kicking off the next round of the Earn While You Learn. So not only can you make money for your investment account, and we ask that you put it in your investment account, because the reason is because we want you to start thinking long term. We want you to start studying and following people that have been successful. We want you to learn about successful people and what they do, and then you copy what they did. That's the goal of what we have out there. Okay, so that's kind of the system that we have for you. We're so grateful for every one of you for making a difference. So we're going to be relaunching out the Earn While You Learn. So as you go through different classes, you can earn money for your investment account. You can earn money by being in our live classes, and you can earn money by sharing the wealth. And in one of our next segments, we're going to celebrate the people that have done that. In fact, Ethan, let's go there right now. Let's go take a quick look at the top enrollers that are making the biggest difference out there over this last week. So when you go to the leaderboards, you'll simply click on the top enroller, and every time that you share your link, every time that you tell people about it or share your URL, because everybody gets their own personal URL or scan or QR code, then they're connected to you. Now, the reason for that is because if you have a family and you want to put them into a little group so you can do this together, well, you simply sign up and then you share your QR code with them or your URL with them, and then they're connected to you. And then you can go simply click on the name, your name, and you can see all the people of what they're doing. And we have spent a fortune with Domo so that we can take all this data from all over the world and we crunch it so you can see how your little team is doing. And you'll notice that we've got people like Johnson and Carlisle that have done hundreds of people. This is the first level, and you can see that these are the people that they've enrolled. And then you click on that and it'll show you all their people that they have and how many hours that they've got all time, the last 30 days, the last 7 days, and of course, the last 24 hours. The next one is, as we go back up to the top, you can see the top influencer. You know, Steve Jobs says the only way you can see the impact that you've had is by connecting the dots going backwards. You have systems and plans that you're doing going forward, but you're not sure where it's going to be. But once you connect the dots going backwards, you can see how you got there. Well, you look at these people that have enrolled a lot of people, and it's just by simply sharing the QR code. Once they've done that, it shows you all the people that you've enrolled, and more importantly, all the people that they've enrolled. You have students on here like Johnson and Carlisle and others that are responsible for over 5,000 hours of online classes. That is pretty dang amazing, and that's pretty amazing that we do. We're doing a lot more with our SAM groups. This is the year of the bigger groups that we're doing. So not only are we doing the individual groups, but we're also doing the organized groups and the SAM groups. We're going to talk a little bit about that in our next section as well. But if you have a group that you want to be able to connect, we're creating all kinds of groups so that you can do this as a group. The reason is because it's fun. It needs to be fun. It needs to be educational, and more importantly, it needs to be competitive. So you can see that we've added a whole new section down there with our leaderboards for the top scoring groups. Our goal is to have all these different categories: schools, churches, charities, groups, teams, compete with each other for cash and prizes. Now, we put $3 million into the foundation. That money that's into the foundation, as it makes money, we give that money away. We also have money angels that are donating to the foundation, and our goal is to be able to take that money and use that as money angels as well. And so the big picture for this next year and the year after that is to have all kinds of groups. Just imagine high schools from all around the world competing with each other for cash and prizes. Inside the high school, you can see all the different grades that are competing with each other. Inside the grades, you can see the students that are competing with each other, who compete with everybody around the world at the same time. And we can do that with any kind of an organization. We can do that with elementary schools, high schools, colleges. We can do it with churches. We can do it with countries. We can do it with businesses. We can do it with direct selling organizations. We want to be able to do this and make it fun. So not only can you participate as an individual group, and everybody's part of that, but you can also be part of what we call a SAM group, a Success and Money group, or an organized group. So thank you so much for being with us. We're going to come back. We're going to jump more into some more classes. And so thank you all for being with us. We're going to say goodbye to people from around the world.